Hello, I am back with another build. This time for another one of my generational sims. Her name is Zamina, and we need a new house because she decided to have 4 bloody children. What you are seeing right now is the house that I built for her and her only. Shortly after she moved in, her boyfriend moved in, and I had a little bit of influence, making one singular baby for them, and that was the plan all along. Okay, this is a 2-bedroom house. And then I went off, played with the different households, and came back, and there were 3 more children. So, by the way of the gods, they have been gifted $100,000. So they had 9,000 and something. I gifted them $100,000. I don't know where that came from. It wasn't dollars either. It was simoleons, darling. And so they've been gifted that. What I'm doing right now is moving them out of this house, moving them onto a new block. It's called the Summer House block here in Windenburg. I'm so sorry. This block is quite literally right down the road from their last house, so I can see it off in the distance, and it's so sad because I love that house so much, and it really was only meant for 3 Sims, a mum, a dad, and a baby. Okay, just like any other normal family, not normal small family, I suppose, but she just had to go off and ruin it, So I'm trying to keep the same vibe that the old house had and pop it into this new house and just add more bedrooms, because obviously 1 child bedroom is not enough for 4 children. They were sleeping on the couch, for God's sake, and they were very unhappy. Very unhappy. So, we've got the unhappy infant trait, everything like that, because there was only 1 crib, 2 infants, doesn't add up. Anyway, yes, so you will see aspects of the old house in this one as well. For example, the back patio area still has the string lights, still has a fake barrel table with bar stools. I think, the garden's definitely smaller this time. I actually have a whole other side of the block that I did nothing with because I didn't want them to be like, oh, I moved from a small 2-bedroom into this massive mansion. Like, Zamina is a B-list celebrity thanks to her brother. It kind of just rubbed off on her as well. But it doesn't mean she has to live in a mansion. She's not that rich, actually. Like, 9 grand? Not much in Sim world, anyway. So yeah, 9,000 simoleons, definitely not enough in a sim world. Yeah, especially not enough to build a house like this. I did gift them the 100,000, but they didn't need it because I ended up selling all of her old furniture anyway. Gave her like 64,000 simoleons. It was definitely enough to build this house. So I have cheated their money back to 9,000 now. They don't need the extra amount, which was a lot. It was like 83 or something. Yeah. You may have noticed while having a look at the little headshots down the bottom that the Sims, their father, he's not there anymore. I know that there is a male there, but he's actually one of the 4 children. Also, I forgot to mention that they have a cat. I did not adopt this cat either. They did it themselves. Cat's name is Hunter for anybody interested. Also, there was nothing to accommodate the cat in the old house either because I didn't put the cat in the household. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Their father is not in this household anymore. And you might be thinking, oh, scandal, where is he? Why isn't he taking care of his children? He died. He died, yeah, of old age. So I guess Zamina wanted a sugar daddy or something and got his money. Maybe that's where we could pretend where the 100 grand came from, his life insurance after he died. Oh, that's terrible. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, so he died of old age. I'm pretty sure he died when the 2 little boys they're infants. No, not infants. Newborns, I should say. So he's been gone a while. Zamina's over it. His what do you call them? Ashes are in her inventory. So he is around. He's not forgotten. I say he's not forgotten, but I did forget about him and his ashes. I didn't put them in this build. Whoops. I guess I could go in and do it now. I am currently playing this household. I'm trying to get the oldest son, Jacobo is his name. It reminds me of Scooby-Doo. The movie, I think it was? Yeah, Mystery Island, Jacobo? I don't know. Yeah, it reminds me of Scooby-Doo. I'm trying to get him into university. He's going to be a scientist. He's very smart. This lady, this very angry lady, very upset lady that I'm bossing around to try and test out whether or not this bathroom is going to work because it's pretty small. Her name is Haley. She is a teenage daughter and probably, I could say, a primary caregiver to one of the boys because Zameen is a terrible freaking mother. No, seriously, I don't know what it is. Maybe toddlers and infants are glitching or something, but I send her to give them a bath. I send her to feed them. She doesn't do anything. Okay, so I'm just calling it, she's a terrible mother. This hasn't happened to me before. I don't think it's the house. I don't think it's her old house. I think she just doesn't want to do anything. But Haley, on the other hand, she is pretty good at taking care of her siblings. So Jacobo is going to be a scientist. Haley, I mean, I haven't written anything down or whatever, but the plan I have for her, she's going to be an interior designer and she's never going to have children because she's over raising her siblings. So that makes sense. Sad part is this is my generational sim family, so the generation will not be continued with Haley, but that's okay. She probably is the only one of the generations who won't be having children. Oh, wait, no. She has, I think, a great uncle, two great uncles, actually. They lived in an apartment in San Myshuno, and one of them owned a strip club, and the other one, I can't remember what he did, but they both didn't have children. Very immature in the brain, those two were, so they just lived with each other until they died of old age also. Now is probably a good time to mention that I have put this house up on the gallery, but it is considered to have CC in it because I pinched some artworks from people off of the gallery, like you'll see me putting them down right now. I don't think these are the ones that are CC, but there are ones that I put in Jacobo's room. They're so cool. He's got like a black theme room and he's got like a Ouija board one up there. I think those are the CC, but I think that's the only CC in there. So if you wanted to download this on the gallery, you would just have to tick, enable CC. Her previous house is also on the gallery in case you want that one as well, but I do hope that your Sims aren't a bit loose-legged and have more children than one, although I suppose there is enough room for you to increase the size of that house if you really wanted. The issue that I have when I create homes is I want it to stay exactly how I created. So having infants and children that are going to grow up and mean that I need to give them new beds and new items for their rooms, I just don't like that because it means I have to renovate that one room. And usually the way that I have done it up, like for example at the end of this build you'll see how I do it up, I don't want to touch that, and it becomes a big problem when they turn into actual children and need a child's bed. I'm just like, no, you can sleep on the lounge. I don't want to change that room. Are we having infants? Are we having another newborn? No, but that room's gonna stay exactly that way. So that's what happened with the previous home. I didn't want to alter it. I didn't want to add to it. I didn't want to change any of the rooms because that is how I originally built it. So yeah, that's just a me problem. It is a pretty inconvenient problem to have, I must admit, so hopefully I grow out of that one. So we've spoken about two of the children. The other two are infants at the moment, at the time of this building. Their name is Darius and Meki, both boys. Again, I didn't choose their names, so that's just what they are. You know when you adopt a dog or a cat, or just a pet in general, I should say, when you adopt a pet and they come with a name, I always feel really bad renaming that pet. So it's kind of the same when my sim family have babies and then those babies have names that I didn't choose. And then I go back to that family, I'm like, what the is that name? I don't change it. I just kind of embrace it. Like Zemina. I didn't choose that. I don't even know if Zemina is the way how you pronounce it, but that's what it is. So we have Darius and Meki, and yeah, they're infants, so pretty bloody useless at the moment. All they do is cry, they shit themselves like 4 times a day, and of course, I already said Zamina doesn't want to clean it up, so we have hired a nanny, babysitter. She doesn't do very much either, to be honest. I think she gets like 3 actions done in a day. Not great. Honestly, if any of these 3 boys have offspring, I really hope that they look after them better than Zamina. I don't really create fake scenarios for infants and toddlers, so I just have to wait for them to kind of grow up to get a vibe of what they're really going to do with their lives, so I don't really have much to tell you about the infants. I could tell you about the cat instead. He is territorial, skittish, and aloof, so a bit of a mess, but he fits into the family really well. He did run away once. I didn't know that they could do that, but he did run away once. Because he said I didn't feed him, but I did. He was just kind of like stuck between the furniture because I put it too close together, but whatever. We almost killed our cat. I don't know how he got in there because he would have had to walk past it to get in there, but anyway. I don't really have pets in my household very often. Like, I bought pets and I was really excited to have it, and I think I played with it for 1 day and made my lady a vet, and then never did it again. So I guess it is good when my Sims force a pet upon the household. We're up to the little infants room. I always love doing these rooms, honestly. They're so fun because you can play with the wallpapers, you can play with the stickers, you can put colourful furniture in there. I always tend to go more neutral colours throughout a household, but when it comes to like the baby's room, always colourful, although this one isn't the most colourful. The other one's a little bit better, but yeah, I just love the stickers and everything that comes with it. So as much as I hate playing with infants and toddlers and children, to be honest, the bedrooms are pretty cool. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way about playing with infants, because I've seen a lot of people take on like the 100 baby challenge, and I couldn't think of anything worse, to be absolutely honest, so I might give it a go. That could be fun. So like, let me know if you hate infants as much as I do, or if you love them. Gosh, my thoughts have been all over the place with this. I am so sorry for that. But we're coming to the end of the build now. So basically, downstairs we have a study, a TV room, an official dining room, a kitchen with a weird fireplace area, and then kind of a greenhouse that's attached to the house that I didn't really use as a greenhouse. I put the laundry stuff in there because I wanted this house to have a laundry. Because sometimes when I think about a family, I think about a laundry. So weird. Anyway, and then upstairs, all the bedrooms. Overall, I think there's 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, so yeah, everyone's super happy with it now, thank God, except for the infants. They're never happy. Oh, and I almost forgot the cat again, so I'm just placing in a bed and their food bowl and the litter tray, because I think that's all the cat needs. Oh, I didn't really give them any toys. Maybe that's why they ran away. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. We're about to head into the tour, so I'm going to shut the fuck up. Yeah, catch you in the next one. Cheers!